I want to talk to you about the reality of being in America. I'm like 28 years old and have enjoyed my life tremendously. I live in a city called Berkeley. It's extremely safe, and people are really kind and beautiful here. But, it's 2016, the very beginning, and I know that the climate talks just happened, and there's Black Lives Matter movement, and there's tons of people trying to get into the United States, immigrating from Central America, and there's this whole talk about the refugee crisis, and I'm realized that even though my life is good and beautiful, that my society, my country, this country that I love, is on an extremely destructive path, and I don't know how to get out of it. I feel lost, confused, hurt, sad. I don't want to turn on the news, and I know that America represents kind of the ideal of the world in some sense. Not everyone believes that, but our democracy, all the wealth that we have in this country, it comes at the price of the exploitation of people in the labor economy. There's corporations who are lobbying against worker rights. We are super happy to not care where our shit comes from and where the waste goes. And even though there's tons of people trying to build awareness around it, I feel completely torn in my own being. I feel like the life that I'm living is wrong, even though I do my best to minimize the harm. And I feel like it needs to change, and I don't know how to make that change happen. That wasn't exactly what I was imagining I was going to say. We'll try this again. Right, so America's the best and the greatest, right? But the truth is everyone can't live the way that we live. It's not sustainable. Even we can't keep continuing to live the way that we live. But we would like to believe that we can. We would like to believe that for the next 100 years everything's going to be all good, but we know it's not going to be all good. The whole world knows it's not going to be all good, but we can't seem to break the trance that it's going to be fine. And I'm really afraid of what the future is going to be like, and I don't want people in the rest of the world who we're exporting our culture to be also receiving our crazy psychotic ideas about what life should be like. I mean, we're pathological here. We want to consume unendlessly. We want to and we don't fucking care. I mean, we care, but our, the political will, we all feel powerless, numb, stuck, and I don't want people to devalue and undermine their own culture, reject their family, reject their traditions, reject their whole known way of life just so they can be like us. It's not worth it. It's not worth the sacrifice that we're making to maintain our lifestyle. And I would just like to get across that we need to change and do not follow in our footsteps. Yes, achieve the material abundance and success. Everyone should have food, healthy air, clean water, housing, electricity, even the internet, fine. But you don't have to do it the way it doesn't have to be like America. Follow your own country's path, its own identity. Map your society based on your own land, develop in the way that you want to develop. You don't have to copy America to be great. This country isn't the representation of where the world should be and what a society should be like, because here it's racist, there's mass exploitation, they're concentrating all the wealth. We don't know how to hold high-level people accountable to their actions. We victimize the poor and we celebrate the rich, and then when the rich destabilize the global economy, we let them go with a pat on the back. Maybe we talk down to them, but it's totally fine. And this country needs to change fundamentally in a way that is hard for all of us to imagine, but we know it on a deep, deep level. And yet every day we, make it work. We numb out just enough to get by, just enough to go to our jobs, just enough to keep struggling for our own personal survival. But it's really a collective awakening that needs to happen. We just need to acknowledge the fact that we're on a suicidal path. We're literally sacrificing the biosphere to maintain our lifestyle, and it needs to stop. And if you think America is the best country in the world, or that you somehow have seen our movies, listened to our music, and you think that this is where you want to be, come here. It might be great, but at the same time, it's not all it's cracked up to be. And it can be way better, and we deserve for it to be better. No one needs to be victimized by our lifestyle. No one needs to be victimized to maintain this hierarchy of privilege and power and comfort. Like everyone can have it, but we need to like innovate our imagination a bit to conceptualize another world that works for everyone. And I just want you to know that our privileges aren't worth the sacrifice.